Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear middle three students, we are going to start today Unit 2 and it discusses the light energy. Our first lesson, we are going to talk about the mirrors and the types of mirrors and their reflections, light reflections. First, we have to start with the light reflections itself. What is a light reflection? It is a rebounding, means returning back, or bouncing, the same bouncing of the incident light ray, any light ray, in the same medium when it strike the reflecting surface. هنشوف الكلام ده بالتفصيل أكتر، لكن لازم نعرف إن هو إيه هو الريفلكشن أو اللايت ريفلكشن. It is the rebounding or the bouncing or returning back ثلاثة ينفعوا of the incident light ray الأشعاع الساقط in the same medium في نفس الكلام منه when it strikes the reflecting surface أو any reflecting surface. You can observe the image of constructed building on the water surface. السبب عرفنا النهاردة like this example بتاعي on water surface we can see the image of any constructed buildings like this because at this time the water act as a reflecting surface. Another picture with a little bit more clear than the first one, when you observe an image of the any constructed building of any object on the water surface. So the water surface act as a reflecting surface or a mirror. نفس الكلام احنا قلنا it is the returning back اهو هي the light reflection or bouncing of the light incident light ray. امتى الكلام ده؟ when it strikes a reflecting surface اللي تحت دي الميرور. So it is going to return back in the same medium في نفس المكان أو نفس الناحية اللي جاي منها أو نفس الوسط اللي جاي منها. So now let's discuss these four definitions. We are going to define incident light ray, reflected light ray, angle of incidence, and angle of reflection. Here is an imaginary line which called the normal line. We are going to take this line, imaginary line, which we call it normal line, and this line must be perpendicular to the reflecting surface. The incident light ray is it a light that falls on a reflecting surface؟ سهل أوي. Falls on a reflecting surface. طب والangle of incidence angle of yes, angle of incidence ايه هي؟ بسيطة. Angle between the incident light ray و and the normal line. على فكرة أنا بوصف اللي قدامي بس، يعني أدي الرسمة دي أساسية، كل اللي بعمله إن أنا بوصفها. فلو قلت إيه هو الانسيدنت light ray أهو light ray that falls on the reflecting surface. طب إيه الangle of incidence؟ the angle between incident light ray and the normal line. طب الناحية التانية إيه هو reflecting surface؟ reflecting ray. It is the light ray that bounces from or reflected or returning back from a reflecting surface. طب الانجل of reflection بسيطة جدا. angle between the reflected light ray and normal line. ايه هو normal line؟ لو حبينا نعرفه it is a line perpendicular to the reflecting surface ولازم احدد at the point of incidence، يعني النقطة دي. يا جماعة ممكن تبقى line perpendicular ويبقى هنا، line perpendicular ويبقى هنا، لكن ده مش normal وده مش normal وده مش normal. النورمال الوحيد بالنسبة لي هو at the point of incidence. طب تعال نشوف experiment عملناها. خدنا two pins like this on a paper، بس على شرط حطينا reflecting surface perpendicular on a water and a white paper. خدنا two pins وبصينا من الناحية التانية عشان نشوف الصورة بتاعتهم. وصلنا الخط من ال edge اللي هي A to O، وال O دي هو ده النورمال لاين بتاعنا. وبعدين وصلنا من ال O الناحية التانية اللي احنا شايفين منها وحطينا two pins on one line عشان نحقق two laws of deflection. ايه هما two laws بقى؟ باختصار first law بيقول ايه؟ ان angle of incidence equal angle of reflection. طب والتاني نوصف اللي قدامنا برضو the incident light ray, the reflected light ray and the normal line. ماله؟ النورمال لاين ده ماله at the to the reflecting surface at the point of incidence. ده وصف للنورمال لاين ماله all lie. يبقى الانسيدنت لايت ray والريفلكتنت لايت ray والنورمال لاين all lie كلهم in one plane. in one plane مسطح واحد فقط. ماله البلين ده perpendicular to the reflecting surface. يعني all line one plane في ناحية واحدة مسطحة كأنك راسمهم على ورقة كده والورقة دي perpendicular to the reflecting surface. تعالوا نشوف الموضوع ده experimentally بعد إذنكم. لو هنعمل share screen على الموضوع لو هيتحقق ازاي. الاكسبيرمنت دي عشان نحقق التو لوز اوف ريفلكشن اللي هو الاولاني والتاني بتوع اللايت ريفلكشن. تعال نشوف الاثنين مع حضراتكم.
In this lesson, we're going to use a light box to have a look at the law of reflection. The light box shines light out of both sides, but we're going to use the side that produces nice, clean, straight beams. The kit comes with a quadruple ray forming plate, a triple ray forming plate, a fat single ray forming plate, or a thin single ray forming plate, which is the one we'll be using in this practice. The other side of the light box that has the mirrors is useful for studying color. You can mix, for example, red light with blue light or green light with red light, but we're not going to use the mirror side in this lesson. The aim of this practical exercise is to find out how a light beam's angle of incidence compares with its angle of reflection. To do this, we need to accurately record the path of the light rays and then use a protractor to measure the angles. The instructions are all on the law of reflection fact sheet, but I'll show you what to do right now. Firstly, draw a line on a piece of paper and then place the back surface of the mirror on the line, since most of the light reflects from the back surface. You can see when we get a close-up that the mirror's back surface is on the line, while the glass is in front of the line. Direct the light ray at an angle towards the mirror and mark the path of the incident and reflected rays by placing two small dots on each of them. Using a ruler, connect the dots with straight lines. You can now measure the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection with a protractor, which is best placed like this. The line marked 90 degrees on the protractor will be your 0 degrees. So in this case, the angle of reflection is 35 degrees, and the angle of incidence is also 35 degrees. So, just repeating, when using a protractor in this situation, you have to ignore the degrees marked on it and measure the angle of each light ray with respect to the normal. The angle of incidence in this case is 10, 20, 30, 35 degrees, and the angle of reflection is 10, 20, 30, 35 degrees as well. Once you've measured the angles, you can draw in the normal line and mark in the angles and the direction that the light was travelling in. Do a total of 4 so-called ray tracings, making sure that you vary the incident angle each time. Fill in the table and answer the questions.
Well, now let's continue after seeing that how can we prove the law of reflection, okay? Now we are going to continue with sharing the two laws of reflections. Number one, angle of incidence equal angle of reflection. Number two, incident light ray, reflected light ray, and the normal line perpendicular to the reflecting surface at the point of incidence maroon all lie in one plane perpendicular to the reflecting surface. Okay. طيب تعالوا نشوف في three problems ازاي نحسب angle of reflection each time. Number one, which is very simple, angle of incidence equal 45 واحنا قلنا دي angle of incidence equal angle of reflection يبقى اكيد angle of reflection equal 45. طب تعالوا هنا هنا الانجل between the incident light ray and the reflecting surface مش النورمال، يبقى it's not the angle of incidence. طب هي 30، واحنا كلنا عارفين ان اللاين نورمال ده perpendicular يعني 90 degree. لو قلنا 90 minus 30 يبقى اكيد الباقي هيبقى 60 which is the angle of incidence. طالما الانجل of incidence 60 يبقى الانجل of reflection 60. This one is very simple. 120 divided 2 يبقى الانجل of incidence 60 والانجل of reflection 60. تعالوا نشوف example تاني. Yeah, a little bit more difficult. The opposite figure ماله incident light ray falls on mirror A يبقى دي mirror reflected والreflected بقى incident بالنسبة ل B لأن دي another one reflected on mirror B. يبقى دي بقت دي reflected light ray هنا، لكن هنا incident light ray، الناحية الثانية هي reflected light ray. عايزين الانجل of reflection لميرور A والميرور B. ميرور A سهل جدا because the angle of incidence 30 يبقى الانجل of reflection is 32. مش 32 لا 30 TOO مش 32. تمام؟ طيب تعالوا نشوف هنا لو دي 30 دي تبقى كام؟ وبالتالي دي اللي احنا عايزينها الانجل of reflection تبقى 30. عشان نحققها بنظرية بسيطة جدا جدا، لو دي 30 يبقى دي أكيد 60 لأن ده كله 90 so دي 60. طب دي 60 ودي 90 يبقى 150. يبقى أكيد الأنجل لو احنا رسمنا معلش الدوت دي المفروض تنزل تحت شوية، لو رسمنا التراينجل ده كده هنلاقي دي 60 ودي 90 يبقى أكيد دي 30. لما تبقى دي 30 وكل ده perpendicular يبقى لازم تكون دي 60 and the other one reflected in أيضا 60. يعني دي أصعب حاجة ممكن تيجي في النطاق الموضوع. تعالوا نشوف الميرورز and the types of mirrors. باختصار عندنا two main types of mirrors اللي هي plane mirror والثانية اسمها spherical mirror. The plane mirror like this اللي هي بنستعملها في at our homes. تمام، سواء كان في bedroom أو في bathroom لا لازم تبقى plane mirror. طب السpherical mirror عندنا two types، الكونكيف mirror والconvex mirror. هنشوف أشكالهم، هنعمل discuss الحالات بتاعتهم بالتفصيل. ده شكل الكونكيف mirror بتكبر الصورة خالص، الكونفكس mirror بتصغر الصورة أو بتجيب صورة كبيرة أو مساحة كبيرة تجيبها في صورة صغيرة. تمام. تعالوا نشوف first الplane mirror. Plane mirror it's a piece of plain glass painted from behind. يعني هي glass عادي جدا لكن عملناها painted from behind with a thin layer of silver metal. يعني مادة silvery أو silver metal ودهنا بيه ظهر الإزاز لوح من الزجاج. It means أن this kind of glass will be treated as mirror type. الجلاس which is bright مالها it is going to reflect all the rays falling on it. تمام. طب خلاص تعال نشوف لو جبنا بقى plain mirror وcard with some written letters like this A B C. I'm going to place it in front of the A plain mirror. طب ايه اللي هيحصل؟ تمام. لازم ناخد بالنا هنا جميعا ان في properties لازم تتحقق في الموضوع ده. ايه هي ال properties of the image in the plane mirror؟ تعال نشوف كده. 6 properties للصورة اللي قدام حضرتك. This one is the object and inside the mirror there is an image. The image is upright. Means upright يعني معدولة ما هيش مقلوبة، يعني A و B و C مش مقلوبين لتحت. تمام؟ So it's upright. طيب the image is equal to the object size. طبيعي أي plane mirror حضرتك لو واقف قدام المراية مش معقول المراية بتجيب لك غير إن الحجم بتاع حضرتك جوه هو الحجم بره اللي واقف قدامها. طيب literally inverted يعني إيه؟ inverted لو قلنا inverted بس هتبقى مقلوبة زي ما احنا قلنا، إنما كلمة literally inverted يعني حرفيا مقلوبة، الحروف هنا مقلوبة حرفيا. يعني A شايفين البي الناحيتين دول باصين كده، لكن جوه المراية باصين إيه؟ الناحية التانية.
طب السي مفتوحة هنا لبره، جوه المراية هتلاقيها مفتوحة الناحية الثانية. This means literally inverted. طيب an image is virtual. يعني ايه virtual؟ يعني حضرتك لو الامج دي موجودة جوه المراية بس، لو حضرتك عملت حصل لها ريفلكشن ما تقدرش تعمل لها ريفلكشن تو ريسيف ان سكرين، لا ده الايمج بتاع حضرتك جوه المراية بس. حطيت قدام المراية أي فوتو سكرين أو سكرين you will never receive، سواء قدام المراية أو وراها، you never receive this image on a screen. This means that it is virtual inside the mirror only. Type. Number 5. Distance between the object and the mirror equal the distance between image and the mirror. ده طبيعي حضرتك if you are standing in front of the mirror what happened or what will happen. The distance between you and the mirror لو انت واقف على 4 meters from the mirror هتلاقي جوه الصورة بتاعت حضرتك على بعد أيضا 4 meters from the mirror. لو قربت من المراية أكتر هتلاقي الصورة اللي قربت أكتر. لو لزقت في المراية هتلاقي الصورة قريبة لزقت كمان في المراية. تمام؟ آخر حاجة دي لو عندك object كده وimage جوه بمنتهى البساطة if you draw a straight line join the object and the image straight line كده هتلاقي والميرور في النص بمنتهى البساطة هتلاقي this line perpendicular to the to the mirror. دول ال 6 properties. تعالوا استأذن حضراتكم نشوفهم مرة تانية في فيلم بسيط جدا جدا. ده الفيلم التاني بيورينا ال properties of image in the plane mirror. مع حضراتكم هنشوف.
Is virtual, or in other words, it's not a real. From our previous video, we know what virtual images are. Virtual image is the image which appears to be formed at a position behind the mirror. But in reality, it isn't formed there, as no light rays reach behind the mirror. Now, the image formed by a plane mirror has some properties or characteristics. One of the characteristics is what we've already seen. The image formed by a plane mirror is virtual, or in other words, it's not a real image. The other characteristic of an image formed by a plane mirror is that the image formed is always erect or upright. For instance, if you look at your image in the mirror, you will see that it's straight or erect. But will it always be erect? Not necessarily. Maybe it's inverted. Well, we can think of inverted as opposite of upright. Yes, an inverted image means an upside down image. Concave mirrors can form inverted images. The plane mirror never forms an inverted image. The third characteristic of an image formed by a plane mirror is that it's of the same size as the object is on the other side of the mirror. For example, if the height of this person is 4 feet, then the image's height will also be 4 feet. And if I bring the plane surface of the circular coin near the plane mirror, then both the coin as well as its image will have the same diameter. The image formed by a plane mirror is not upside down, but it's laterally inverted. What do I mean by this? When we raise our left hand, the image in the mirror raises its right hand. Our left is the image's right, and similarly, our right is the image's left. So an image follows left-right reversal. So we say that an image formed by a plane mirror is laterally inverted. Now we come to our last point. Finally, the image formed is at the same distance from the mirror as the object is. You can verify this observation yourself. All you need is a chessboard and any chess piece, say a king. Keep the plane mirror at the edge of the board as shown. Look at the position of the king as well as its image. Are they both at the same distance from the mirror? Well, you can count the number of squares in front of each. For the object, there are 7 squares in front and the same for its image as well. You can move this king anywhere on the chessboard and find out if its image is always at the same distance from the mirror as the king is. So these were the characteristics of the images formed by a plane mirror. Let's quickly review them. First,
Well, I hope that you enjoyed this one, and we are going back to our main lesson again. Now, let's go to another point, which is a give reason. The word ambulance is written in literally inverted way on the ambulance. Here, لو حضرتك لاحظت on the ambulance car هتلاقي كل كلمة ambulance مكتوبة بالمعكوس أو literally inverted، عشان كده بنسميها بالطريقة دي. This is called literally inverted. طب ليه الكلام ده؟ Because the mirror of the car in front of the ambulance car اللي هي دي اللي أنا راكبها for the literally inverted image for this word. يعني أنا هي literally inverted بس أنا هعمل لها literally inverted، يعني من الآخر المقلوب هقلبه جوه المراية يتعدل. كويس؟ تمام؟ طيب literally inverted. This appear literally corrected to the driver. وده اللي بيحصل بالظبط. أنا كده شايفها بالنسبة لي معدولة على الرغم إن أنا في السيارة in front of the ambulance car. طيب تعالوا نشوف هنا بقى a problem. Rami stood in a distance 4 meters from plane mirror. هنرسم الميرور، هنوقف رامي على بعد 4 meters. الناحية التانية هتظهر image. طيب what is the distance between image of Rami and mirror؟ طالما رامي واقف بعيد 4 meters of the mirror away from the mirror, it then the image also must be the same distance from the mirror، يعني 4 meters. طب calculate the distance between Rami and his image. Rami 4 meters from the mirror وكمان الامج 4 meters. 4 plus 4 equal 8. كده مفيش مشاكل. If Rami moves half meters toward the mirror، كان واقف على بعد 4 وبعدين اتحرك half meters toward the mirror. Calculate the distance between Rami and his image. طب هو اتحرك half meter، بدل ما كان عند بعد 4 from the mirror هيبقى 3.5. لو هو 3.5 يبقى الامج بتاعته from the mirror is going to be away from or far from the mirror by 3.5 also. 3.5 and 3.5 equal 7. طيب calculate the distance which Rami should move when the distance between Rami and his image in the mirror becomes 1 meter. طب تعالوا نشوف كده. لو distance between Rami and his image وفي mirror في النص 1 meter، يبقى أكيد رامي على بعد half meters only، half meter from the from the mirror. طب لو هو على بعد half meter وهو كان واقف على بعد، المفروض يكون قصدي على بعد half meter وهو واقف على بعد 4 meters، يبقى قديها المفروض يتحرك عشان يديني الخاصية دي. So he must move 3.5 meters forward عشان يبقى بعيد عن المراية only half meter، فبالتالي distance between him and his image equal 1 meter. تمام؟ هناخد نبذة صغيرة جدا عن ايه هي النوع التاني من spherical mirror، وان شاء الله المرة الجاية نكمل مع الدرس ده. A spherical mirror that is reflecting surface is a part of hollow sphere. تخيل ان انا عندي hollow sphere. Part of this hollow sphere may be the spherical mirror. تمام كده؟ طب انا عندي نوعين من spherical، concave or convex. بسيطة خالص. لو انا عندي sphere كده، لو خدنا البارت ده اللي هو ده هسميه كونكيف، الريفلكتنج سيرفيس من جوه، الريفلكتنج سيرفيس من جوه، تمام، واللي بره ده الظهر بتاع المرايه. يعني the mirror which is its reflecting surface is a part of inner surface inner surface of the sphere أي من جوه inner surface of the sphere equiaxial convex mirror. It is the mirror أهو reflecting surface من بره. It is the mirror that which reflecting surface is a part of outer surface of its sphere like this. يبقى ال inner part is the reflecting surface from the sphere يبقى concave. طب ال outer part يبقى convex. دي كانت بداية بس للspherical mirror and concave and convex mirror which we are going to continue later inshallah. بإذن الله. I hope that you enjoyed what we explained today and see you next time. Thank you and goodbye. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.